by the way, it was about not just selling music, because the likely chance that you would sell millions and millions of albums weren't the reason why you were doing it. You were doing it to impress an audience, to be able to come to a town and, you know, play a venue and people come back to see you time and time again. And hopefully you grow a career where you go from nightclubs to eventually bigger venues and keep going upward. But to make certain that that part of who you were as an artist, you know, was locked in, was important. And it would help you in many ways, because you had to do videos, you had to do visuals.
Yeah.
You had to, you know, have this certain etiquette to be able to do interviews and represent the brand of that company and yourself well. Back then, you know, unfortunately, it was more like work for hires. So you were, as an artist, were signed to a deal, and all depending on how you perform would determine how much leverage you even have in it.
Kind of like MGM, Marilyn Monroe, the vaudevillains.
Yeah. So you were being developed throughout the process, but there was some sort of artist development that started it all off. And if you wanted to live up to the standard of the artist that you were either underneath on those major labels, you know, if you think about the majors, right? You're like, okay, well, maybe one day I'll be as big as, you know, Michael Jackson if I'm in the same Sony system, or I'll be as big as, you know, Babyface if I'm signed to his label. I'll be as
I love
major.
what you're talking about with this, because I don't think a lot of people always realize the corporate elements that also exist in entertainment industry, just like any other industry.
Well, that's because corporate now is playing a less significant part in it, and now you have independence, which is good, but I think that something suffers in it.
Yeah.
I think that artist development happens in a different way. I ain't gonna discredit the fact that, you know, you can still, you know, garner a lot of attention and get people really excited about what you do, and people come see you perform. But what do you offer them when they're there that actually reminds you of what this is really about?